All right, guys, welcome to this Friday edition of Yogalates. Thanks for joining me as always. Like I said, please modify as needed. Barefoot is encouraged. I'll put the music up in just a little bit. We're going to spend the entire flow down on the floor today. So make sure you can see me. Move your monitors wherever you need to see me best. We're going to start in what's called fire log. I want you to have your left foot out in front of you a little bit, like you're getting ready to go into an Indian crossed position with your legs. I want you to take your foot and you can start on your shin or go all the way up to the knee. So bring your left foot in like you're going into a cross-legged position. Right foot and ankle is either on top of the shin when we fold to the right knee, or for a bigger stretch, you're going to go all the way up on top of the left thigh. So I have my right foot on top of my left thigh. That's going to bring this knee up. And then we're going to just slowly push your chest down onto that right knee and just let your body weight sink down. And let's take 3 breaths. Remember, I like to go in the nose, out the mouth, and you're going to relax down a little bit deeper with each exhale. If you're getting too much of a stretch, pull the foot down lower onto your left thigh or calf. If you want more of a stretch, you pull that right foot up higher on the thigh or cross it over more. Here we go. Fire log. You should be getting a nice stretch on the back of your right hip. This is essentially a seated pigeon. Relax your chest down on top of your knee. Let's take a couple more breaths. I want to take a little bit of time in this. It's a very unique position. Get familiar with it. Basically, we're an Indian style or cross-legged position, except we have the right foot on top of the left thigh or the left calf, depending on how tight you are. It's like 2 more breaths. Keep relaxing your chest down. Really big stretch in the back of that right hip. Again, it's like a seated pigeon or fire log. If you want to stretch those arms forward as you relax down, try to relax your body as much as you can. Get all the tonus and tension out and just relax your chest down. 1 more breath. We're going to go to the other side. Bring yourself up, uncross your right leg, bring it in. So here we are. We're in our cross-legged position. We have the right leg crossed under now. We're going to take that left foot. You can start just on top of the left calf if you need to, and then you push your chest down on top of your left knee. You can go all the way up on top over that right thigh or knee, then turn over that left knee and sink down nice and deep. Find the sticking point, and that's where we use our breath to inch past it, work through those sticking points. Let's take a few long, deep breaths. We're going to give this one a little time. I want you to get familiar and make sure you're getting into a position where you feel that stretch in the back of your left hip now. Back of the left hip as we relax our chest down on top of that left knee, and we let all of our body weight sink down onto that left knee and thigh. 2 more breaths. Turn the music up just a hair. There we go. Walk those hands out if you can, or you can hold on to the knee and pull it into your chest for a little more stability if you're still tensed up. If you have that foot really high up, you're going to feel that stretch really quickly. Let's do 1 more breath into our fire log. Okay, guys, bring yourself back. Hope you figured that out. Just go into a regular cross-legged position, cross-legged folded position, comfortably wherever you are. Take a big breath in. Sit up as tall as you can. Reach through the fingers. Try to get the arms in line with the ears. Let's take 3 breaths on this first one. Reaching up and back through the fingers. Let the rib cage lift. Pull the shoulders back as you reach. Take the crown of your head to the sky. 1 more breath. Take your left hand to the floor next to you comfortably and go right into a side bend. Let's take 3 breaths on the first one, and we're going to put them together. Bend at the waist and reach across through your fingers. Keep your chest up tall. It's too loud. One more breath. Take that right arm up high and bring the left arm back up. Take a big breath in, reach. Right arm comes to the floor into our side bend. 3 breaths on the first one. Keep your chest tall. Don't drop your chest down and reach. Pretend like there's a wall behind you and we're sliding and bending across, staying flat against that wall. The left side of your body as long as you can. Get that nice big stretch all the way down your side from the back of the shoulder and armpit to the hip. Let's put them together. Take a breath in, sun salutation. Reach to the sky. Exhale, other side. 3, 2, 1. Inhale, up to the center, reach. Exhale to the opposite side. Try to get a little further each time. 3, 2, 1. Inhale, center. Exhale, side bend. Get some good movement in the low back. Here we go. Inhale, center, stay fluid. Exhale, side bend. I think we'll do one more on each side. Here we go. Inhale to center, reach to the sky. Exhale as you go into your side bend. 3, 2, last one. Inhale, center. Exhale into the side bend and reach. 3, 2, and 1. Good. Come back to the center. Let's go right into butterfly. Put the bottoms of your feet together. Keep the knees out as wide as you can. Don't pull your feet in too close. Let's keep them a little further out from the body. Grab onto your toes comfortably. Push those knees out, and I want you to relax down, taking the chest and face towards your feet. As you push the knees out, open the hips up, stretch your inner thighs, inner hips. Find that sticking point. 3 breaths. Relax your body. The more relaxed you can keep your body, the deeper you can get into these stretches. Let everything relax. Head, chest, coming down heavy, little by little. On the exhales, into our butterfly. Open those hips up. 2 more breaths. So you let that air out. Try to relax more and more. Allow yourself to sink deeper into your butterfly stretch. Let's give it one more breath in our butterfly. Excellent. Peel yourself up nice and slow. I'm going to turn so you can get a better view of the next sequence, but you can stay right where you are. Remember, stay in a position where you can see me best. We're going to start in forward spine stretch. Sit up tall, crown of the head, reaching to the ceiling. Lock the knees, extend the knees fully, flex your toes, or at the very least, make sure your toes stay pointed to the ceiling. Take a big breath in. Bring the arms overhead, reach to the sky. One more breath as tall as you can in. Exhale, forward spine stretch. Fold forward, reach out through the arms. Bring your head, chest down in towards your legs and knees. Dive the head between the arms. 3 breaths. Here we go. Long belly breaths. Relaxing down. And I can't say it enough. Relax your body. Get all the tonus and tension out everywhere. It will let you get deeper into these stretches. As you reach out through the arms, dive the head, chest down a little deeper between the arms. Look at that nice stretch we're getting all through the back, lengthening the spine and stretching the hamstrings. Let's give it one more breath. Relax. And as you exhale, fold into those legs a little bit more. Peel yourself back one vertebrae at a time. We're going to go from sprinkler to seated hip twist, single seated hip twist. Here's our sprinkler stretch. Let's start with the right leg. Bring it off the ground. We're getting a little hip flexor activation. Take your left hand and grab the outside of your right calf as low as you can grab, keeping the leg straight. If you're real tight, you might have to have that knee a little bent. That's okay. Straighten the knee out as much as you can. Now take the right hand, sit up as tall as you can. And on your breath, you're going to twist to your right and reach behind you and look down your right arm as you push your right leg over to the left with that left hand. So we're getting a good counter stretch here. We're stretching the IT band, biceps femoris, big lateral hamstring muscle on the outside of the back of the thigh there as we twist and rotate through the trunk and hips. 3 breaths. Reaching, twisting a little more on those exhales. Get that leverage, push against your twist. Let's give it one more breath. Then you're just going to take that back right hand to the floor. Then you're going to drop that right foot and go into that cross leg position. Your right leg crossed over top of the left straight leg. Take your elbow to the outside of your right knee or your hand. And then we're going to walk the hand further to the right and twist. Seated hip twist, seated single hip twist. 3 breaths. Turn and look over your right shoulder, getting leverage on that right knee with the left elbow or hand. That's our anchor point. Keep that knee in place as you rotate. You should be getting a really nice stretch in the back of that right hip into the low back. 2 more breaths. Told you all hip stretches today. We're going to do a half an hour of nothing but hip girdle stretches, hamstrings, glutes, piriformis, hamstrings, low back, adductors, more hamstrings. Last breath. Okay, come back to the center nice and slow. Extend that right leg back out to join your left. Bring the left leg up straight. Hook your right hand to the outside calf area as low as you can grab, keeping the knee as straight as you can. Sit up tall. On your breath, rotate to your left. Let your head turn and look down your left arm back behind you as you pull your left leg in the opposite direction to the right. 3 breaths past your sticking point. That is our theme. Stay tall. Inch through that sticking point on the exhales. 2 more. One more breath in our sprinkler. Good. Let that left foot drop down to the floor to the right side of your right leg. Seated hip twist. Elbow to the knee or hand if you can't get your elbow over. Walk the left hand around the back side of your body and turn to your left. Look over your left shoulder behind you, keeping that left knee anchored. 3 breaths. As always, modify as needed. Nothing past an 8 of discomfort. Mild to moderate discomfort is expected, not pain. Modify and adjust, work within your range of motion, your mobility level. As long as you're getting a stretch, we're making improvements, we're doing what we need to be doing. Let's give it one more breath. All right, great. Come back to your center. Make sure you have room behind you. If your spine is okay with it, roll back 1 vertebrae at a time or go to your side. Let's open up. We were seated for a long time. We were in that compression position, compressing the spine. Let's decompress. Get as long and as flat as you can. Good morning stretch. Reach back through your fingers, reach down through your toes. 3 breaths, getting longer and longer on each exhale. Abs are in tight. That rib cage lift as you reach back behind you. Pull your shoulder blades into the floor. Reach down through your toes. 1 more breath. We'll cradle. Bring the knees to your chest. Hug them down as firmly as you can. Squeeze your abs in, push your chest to your knees. 3 breaths, getting as small as you can. Let's give it one more breath. Good, we're gonna bicycle. Relax your head down for a minute. Extend your right leg down straight, just off the floor. I want you to reach through those bottom right toes, straight, excuse my voice today, straight down and out to the right. So reaching straight down, and then we're gonna just pull out to the right, and we're gonna hug that left knee into the left shoulder and chest. We're gonna squeeze the abs, and you can keep your head down for this. I'm gonna crunch up and just get my abs working a little bit. Let's do 3 breaths on the first one. See, we're getting this nice kind of hip opening counter stretch. Hip flexors are stretching and reaching out to the right. We're stretching the back of the hip, the glutes over on this left knee as we hug it down. We're getting this nice opening effect in the hips and inner thighs. One more breath. Here we go. Inhale, pedal, bring the right knee up and the left leg down. Follow the same steps. Exhale as you go into the first stretch. Then we're going to take 3 breaths into it. Reach down and out to the left a little bit through those bottom left toes. Hug that right knee into your right chest shoulder area. Open the hips. 2 breaths. One more breath. We're going to put them together. Here we go. Inhale, pedal. Exhale, hug and reach. 3, 2, 1. Inhale, pedal. Exhale, hug firmer. Reach further. 3, 2, 1. On your breath, pedal. On your breath, pedal. Inhale when you transition. Exhale as you hug and reach. Here we go. On your breath, pedal. 1 more each side. Last one. Here we go. On your breath, pedal. And good. Hug both knees to the chest. If you had your head up with me, relax it. Massage your back and spine side to side if you want to. Otherwise, just take a couple recovery breaths. We're restoring. We're taking the energy all the way back down to 0 for a minute. Get some air in the body. After those bat Pilates bicycle stretches. 1 more breath. We're going to double hip twist. We're going to figure 4. We're going to scissor the hamstrings. We're going to single hip twist. Lots of hip stuff. All right. Double hip twist with the feet down. Put your feet down flat, about hip to shoulder width. I'm going to go, if you got a little bit of a bigger structure like me, you'll probably want to go a bit out wider, but somewhere hip to shoulder width. Put your arms to your sides with your palms down. The feet will stay in place, but the bottoms will lift. And we're just going to nice and slow, double hip twist. Get my mic back off. Double hip twist side to side. Smooth, controlled movements, always. No gravity, no momentum. Everything is with precision and with the breath. And so what we're doing is we're taking that outer knee as close to the floor as we can, and then we're pushing that top knee down as close to the bottom leg and floor as you can. And that is where you feel that active stretch on the back of the hip of that top knee that's coming down, and we push, keeping the shoulders flat. And we're just oscillating them side to side. Keep trying to get that outer knee all the way down to the floor if it's not touching, and then try to keep getting that top knee closer and closer to the bottom leg. Move with your breath. Don't worry about following me whenever we do dynamic stretches where we're moving and actively stretching. You move with your breath. Find a rhythm. Keep that mind-body connection as strong as you can. Abs are in tight. Let's do 3 more breaths through them. Nice and slow. 2 more breaths through them. more breath. And we go into figure 4. So come back to the center. We're already in a good spot to do figure 4. It's like we're going to do our bridge. We're going to come back to the bridge position afterwards and do a real dynamic hip stretch. Let's cross the left leg, ankle, I should say, over top of the right thigh like so. Here's our basic figure 4 shape. So I had my right knee bent. You take your left ankle, you put it right below your right knee on the right thigh, and then you just lift your right foot up, keeping the right knee bent at 90 degrees. Reach through your legs with your left hand and to the outside with your right hand to grab right behind that right knee and pull it in towards your chest. Find your sticking point. Let's take 3 breaths past. You should be getting a really good stretch on the back side of that left hip of the left leg that's crossed over the right thigh. You can keep your head down for this. I know a lot of people, neck gets tensed up, uncomfortable when you keep your head up and forward. I don't have that issue, so I'm squeezing my abs as I stretch, but you can relax as much as you like. Speaking of relaxing, try to relax your legs and your body as you pull. You will get deeper into the stretch. Take the tonus out of your body. The more you can relax, the better the stretch you're going to get. Let's give it one more breath. Okay, let your right foot drop down and then uncross the left leg and drop your left foot. Cross your right ankle over the left thigh just below the knee. Make your figure 4 shape. Reach through, follow the same steps. With the right hand, reach to the outside of your left leg with your left hand and pull into that sticking point. Relax your body and take 3 long, deep belly breaths past your sticking point. How are we at on time here? I got lots more to do. Okay, we're going to squeeze it in. We're going to make it happen. 2 breaths. Relax as you pull that left knee to your chest. 1 more breath. Good. Let your left foot drop down and then your right. All right, guys, here comes a big one. Real dynamic Pilates stretching here. Keep your feet in a bridge position. So you want your feet right under your knees somewhere. First thing I want you to do is test your bridge. Push your hips up and then adjust the position of your feet where you can use your whole foot. Heel is not lifting, toes are not lifting. We're driving the hips up to the ceiling. We're squeezing the glutes. I want you to just do a couple more. Push the hips to the ceiling. Draw your abs tight as you squeeze your glutes in. Let's do 1 more. Make sure you feel really good in your bridge position with the feet flat. Okay, come back down to the floor. Have your arms right to your sides. Let's start with the right arm. I want you to go up into your bridge, and then you're going to twist and reach 45 degrees behind you through the right fingers. And then we'll come back down to the center. Why don't you just watch me for a second? We're going to alternate sides. Boy, this mic pack is getting annoying. Bridge up, twist, and reach to your left through those left fingers. And we're going to keep it dynamic. We're going to keep it moving. Here we go. Inhale at the bottom. Exhale. Push up to bridge, twist, and reach. You're going to roll onto your opposite shoulder for a brief second and come back down. Inhale. Exhale, bridge and twist, reach, 2, 1, inhale, down. Exhale, up, bridge, twist, and reach, 3, 2, 1, inhale, down. Exhale, up, bridge, twist, and reach, 2, 1, and down. Remember, controlled, fluid movements. Keep them going. Move with your breath. Here we go. 3 more breaths. Inhale down. Exhale, bridging higher, reaching further. Inhale down. Exhale, bridge and twist. Here we go. 1 more. 3, 2, 1. Come to center. Hug the knees. into your chest. Stretch your glutes. If you want to throw in that rock in your cradle, massage the back side to side, you can. Otherwise, hug the knees in our recovery cradle pose. And just focus on your breath for a minute. We're going to take the energy back down. 2 breaths. We're going to scissor the hamstrings and finish in single lying hip twist. Come back to your center. Again, extend your right leg down straight, just off of the floor. Scoot up, getting off of my mat again. Bring your left leg up over your hip as straight as you can. So bottom toes are reaching down in line with the hip, just off the floor. Top leg is above the hip, as long and as straight as you can keep it. Crunch up, reach above your knee. If you need to, relax your head back afterwards. I'm going to stay up. We're going to pull that knee into the chest. Stretch those hamstrings. 3, 2, 1. Inhale as you scissor the legs. Exhale as you pull into the stretch for a count of 3, 2, 1. On your breath, scissor. Pulling a little deeper, reaching a little further each time. On your breath, scissor. With control, fluid movements with your breath. Here we go. On your breath, scissor. Pulling deeper. 3, 2, 1. Breath and scissor. 3, 2, 1. Breath and scissor. One more time. On your breath, scissor. Relax your head. Bring the knees into your chest. Hug them down firmly. We're going to do one more stretch and then our final cool down. We're going to go into our single lying hip twist stretch like we often do towards the end of the flow. Let's keep the right knee up over the hip at 90 degrees. Put your left leg down straight all the way to the floor. Put your right arm out to your side with your palm up. Keep the knee bent at 90 degrees over the hip. And then start to take it over to the left without letting your right shoulder lift. Big stretch. Take it slow. Again, posterior hip stretch. Glutes into the low back, erectors. Might be getting deep into that piriformis. If you pull that knee up a little higher into your chest as you push over. I'm going to keep mine right in line with the hip at 90. 2 breaths. Gently pushing that knee over and down on those exhales. Again, relax your body. Let everything feel heavy as you push that knee over. Let's do one more breath. Return your knee over your hip slowly. Extend it down straight. Bring your left knee up over your hip. Follow the same steps. Left arm out to your side, palm up. Turn your head and look down your arm. It will help anchor the shoulder. That's our anchor point for our stretch. As soon as that shoulder lifts, you're going to steal range of motion from your stretch, from your hips. No point in doing that. Keep that shoulder down. Relax your body. Let everything feel heavy. And I promise you will get a deeper, better stretch. 2 breaths. One more breath. Good. Go back to the center. Extend your left leg down to join your right. Let your toes plop out. Rest your arms to your sides with your palms up. Corpse pose. Close your eyes. We're going to take 5 of the longest, deepest, slowest belly breaths you can. Get lots of oxygen in the body. Starting now. 5. All the way in. Every bit of air you can. And blow every bit of that air back out with control. 4. Let everything get heavy. 3. Big, long, deep belly breaths. 2 more. One more time. Big, long, deep, slow belly breath. You let all that air out before you open your eyes. Bring your arms behind you. Stretch out real big and good morning. Just wake yourself up. Reach down through the toes. Reach back through the fingers. Take a couple big breaths into it. And when you're ready, open your eyes. Roll up or sit up any way you can or like when you're ready. And that is where we're going to end our Yogalates flow this Friday. Thanks so much for joining me. I hope you enjoyed that one. A little bit different, focusing all on the hips. Let me come pause our recording in case you need to work on those hips more.